Hi, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey guys, we're going to talk about my favorite subject today, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for you today, so let's go ahead and get excited and let's get started. So what is our thought for today? Selling. What does it feel like when you sell something? What? He said, selling. What does it feel like when you sell something? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Oh, yes it is. Okay, first off, if you're selling something, you're getting ready to do something, and it's going to make you feel real good. But there's a lot of things that a salesperson goes through to get to that selling point, to that point where you know you're going to about ready to get paid. Okay? And see, here's the thing. You know, what does it feel like when you sell something? When you finally sell something, it's like this big old weight just lifted right off of you. It feels real good, but it's fleeting, okay? You can only get excited for just a short amount of time before reality kicks in. You know you got to sell some more so that way you can get to the next level, okay? You can't just rest on one sale. I've seen some really great producers. What they'll do is they'll get real busy. They'll sell a lot, and then they will stop selling for a little while. I've been one of them. I ain't gonna lie. And what happens is it's like starting all over again. Sometimes people have to be in debt before they can get out of that hole. Okay, it's hard to do, but it works for some folks. I don't like that feeling. So, you know, what does it feel like when you sell something? First off, in my own experience in sales, I have to say it's like a climax in a movie. It's like that pinnacle, that point. You're right there. You've sold something, and it's like such a burst of, oh my gosh, it feels like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm just saying it feels real good. It feels real good. But see, for me in my own particular sales life, it's like it's fleeting. It doesn't last long because I know that there's responsibility and there's more people and customers that I need to help. But don't beat yourself up because we deserve those points, those sales. When we hit it, when we get it, it could be a little sell. It's better than no sell. So if you're selling and you want to know how it feels, you go through a lot of emotions because you're vested in this. You're working hard. You're talking to customers. It's like you're putting your everything out there because you're an entertainer, you're an actor, you're trying to be productive. And what happens is you know, you sell something. And you're like, sometimes, dang, I can't believe I did that. And sometimes you're like, damn, why did I miss that one? And then sometimes you're just like a real grateful person. You get one sale, and then you get another one, and then another one. Real great salespeople, when the iron is hot, that's when they're going for the gold. That's when they're going for the diamonds, baby. And that's what we have to do as salespeople, is look for those things that make us feel important and special, because selling is a really great opportunity. It's a great job. I love everything about selling, the good, the bad, the ugly, the warts and all. You know, I've been in the sales since the 80s. If you're in customer service, or if you're running a business, or if you're a salesperson, you got to ask yourself, do you remember when you sold something or when you helped somebody get something, achieve something? Do you remember that little feeling inside of you that you know you done a job real good, that you earned that? Now, if you get a big old fat piece of commission on it, oh boy, it's real good. If you finally made your contest, oh my gosh, it feels real good. When you're over the phone and you finally get your first sell, oh my gosh, it's like, man, it's like there's no such a drug in the world that can make anybody feel like a salesperson feels when they sell something. That, especially that very first time. Damn, I sold something. I guess I can sell. What, is there anybody else for me to sell? It gets a person on fire. It makes a person who's in sales say, dang, is there another one? And listen, don't rest on your laurels. Don't just hang back when you sell something, you know, because you only got one day. It's one day at a time. And see, each day, the boss is going to ask you, what have you done for me lately, okay? And you got to ask yourself, what have you done for yourself lately? Are you selling? I hope so, because one sale at a time, it makes you feel real good. Sometimes you don't get a sale for a while and you feel like, God, am I going to make it? What am I going to do? And then you get this little bitty sale. It's a triumph. Okay, get excited, celebrate. But remember, there's another day. And see, if you are like me and you have to talk to people a lot over the phone, you got one sale, then you got another sale, and then after a while we forget how that really made us feel. So remember, reflect on it. Every time you make a sale, you should have an excitement party. Stamp your feet. Yes, I made a sale. Oh, yes. Because see, other people around you that you work with, they need to see that bubbliness, that excitement. They need to see you sell something. Because see, if they see us selling something, they know in their heart, I got to sell something. I want to sell something. We gonna sell something. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We're just having a very simple conversation about what it feels like when you sell something. I don't know. It's like when I try to sell my son on the idea that he needs to do the best that he can do. It makes me feel good to watch my son just blossom. It makes me feel good when I see other salespeople, people that ask for help and are looking for good mentors, and they're just reaching out and they blossom, they change. It feels good when you sell something. I ain't saying you're going to sell every day. And some days you ain't going to sell nothing. And some days you're going to be so daggone frustrated, you're not going to know what to do. But see, remember the highlights, guys. We're in it for the long haul, not the short term. And if you're in it for the long haul, you need to work real hard. You got to use your brain. You got to work smart. Smart people, what they do is they learn from failure. They learn from mistakes. They learn from other people's mistakes. And hopefully you don't got to learn from my mistakes. Hopefully, or maybe you should learn from my mistakes. I've done a lot of great things. I've seen a lot of great things and bad things in sales. But I'm going to tell you what, I love it. It makes me feel good to sell something. It makes me feel good to help somebody get something. It used to be more about the commission. I love the money, don't get me wrong. But it's like a challenge, and after a while, I'm not even selling anymore. All I'm doing is having a conversation with people and asking them if they want to get stuff. And I'm not even selling. It's that good, guys. It feels so good because don't take any sale for granted. Go back to your love. Remember when you sold that first whatever. It is exciting. Selling is important and we matter. So do me a favor. Go out there and ask for the order. That's the key to success, first of all. And you got to be able to do that because if you're selling and you ain't asking for the order, well, we need to have another conversation for another time. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We're having a simple conversation about feelings. How you feel when you sell something. You probably know sometimes too when you're so close and you didn't sell some, that letdown, oh my gosh, it breaks your heart. But listen, remember, put yourself a little check mark every time you make a sale. Do a little party if it's a big deal. Have a little, go out and get your significant other, go out and eat something. Make a special something out of every sale. Because see, we're important and we matter. And if we want to have a good attitude, an attitude of gratitude to be very successful in selling, we got to know. We got to know what our limitations are, but we also got to reach for the stars. And if we hit the moon, we done real good. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. In selling, you have feelings. You have feelings of fear, of not getting the sale. You got feelings of frustration because dang, man, I wish I'd have sold more. You got all these different feelings that come and go. So you just got to remember, it's okay. We're salespeople. We're supposed to be feeling people. We have emotions. We work on commission, so we know if we do a good job, we're going to make a lot of money, and we're going to help a lot of people get a lot of nice things. My simple goal today and my job for today was to make you think about it. How do you feel when you make a sale? If you're a new salesperson, it ain't like nothing else. I remember when I was a little kid selling candy to get my baseball uniform. Man, it made me feel so good that I was able to work and get my own. And you should feel the same way. If you own a business or if you're in commission sales, look, we make the world go around. We just got to ask ourselves, how do we feel when we're selling? Does it make us feel good? Are we taking advantage of people? Are we doing the right thing? Listen, you can't take nothing with you. Your soul is important. So you got to remember, love your customers, treat yourself with respect, and know that, hey, you're going to have feelings in sales. I mean, it feels real good when you make a sale, and it kind of hurts when you don't. But see, it's a numbers game. It's equal. It's like, oh my gosh, life is like ups and downs, thank God. Because if every day was a perfect day and you finally had a bad day, I don't think I could deal with it, and you probably wouldn't either. So let's go ahead and enjoy the experience, the ride of sales. And listen, when you sell something, you've changed somebody's world. Because, see, you have to sell something to make your company grow. You have to sell something to make your country grow, your state. You have to sell something. You got to sell yourself, a good attitude, a bad attitude. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. So you got this. Remember, you got to feel it. When you feel it sales, oh my gosh, when you sell something, you just got to remember that when those times are a little lean. Okay, and don't forget to put some money away for a rainy day. You got me? Hey, go out there and sell something, and don't forget to ask for the order, because if you don't, you ain't selling. And have a great day. Remember, the question was, selling, what does it feel like when you sell something? That's a real good question. It feels real good. So go out there and sell something so you too can feel real good. Have a nice day.